Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a cool team you can use for this class trial in Geomancer. Absolutely fantastic class, one of the best in the game. First things first, pop to the shop, grab yourself a tier 1. This will give you a potion of enchantment, amongst other things super useful. All your troops will start enchanted at the start of each and every battle for this event. Tier 5, there is the Molten Dipper. It's okay, it explodes a column, creates a gargoyle gem for each red or brown gem in the chosen column. It's alright, nothing fantastic. I wouldn't go to tier 5 spending all those gems just to get this. You will pick this weapon up for free or once you've achieved 250 class wins in Geomancer. Alright, we can attack all these opponents in any order we like. Let's start on Chief Stronghorn. Now, team for this, really straightforward. You can swap out a couple of these if you don't have 2 obsidian access. But we're going to go for the Glowing Core. Explodes magic +1 brown gems, grants a random status effect to all construct allies, which is the whole team, then constructs, well, technically it does construct a construct troop. It technically summons it, but we'll construct a construct troop. How about that? We're going to be in Geomancer for this. All our team will start with 50% mana. We can use stuff like Impact. You can have Anti-Magic Sphere, Tactician, Rock Solid, Stone Mastery, and Fortitude. This is super tanky in first place because every single time we match Brown, we get a Rock Solid barrier, and we'll be doing that a lot with a Charlton. You can have 1 Charlton and 2 Obsidian Axis. If you don't have 2 Obsidian Axis, you can have 2 Charlton. That's going to work really, really well as well. Charlton does damage to an enemy, then creates 3 brown gems boosted by all construct allies. So this is going to be the absolute maximum amount. She's really, really good. Generates brown for fun, will loop. Charge up Obsidian Axis, he will dish out damage to all, boosted by gargoyle gems and stone blocks. And there's a 30% chance to create an evil gargoyle gem when my turn begins. This is important that we have a weapon like Glowing Core here. This is why you want to explode brown gems at the same time, because when you create those gargoyle gems, this is the evil version, which inflicts negative status effects on the team. If you don't have a explodey weapon or something which explodes gems on your team and the enemy does, all those gargoyle gems will end up going on you, which is not the idea. So really simple team to use. The banner for this, going to go for the Hive banner. So let's dive into a few battles. I'll just do some of the lower ones and I'll jump up to the slightly more difficult ones. There you go, we've had one of those gargoyle gems appear already, see? You do not want the enemy taking advantage of that. On the early levels, really simple, just cast Charlton. This will charge up your Obsidian Axis, damage to all, kaboosh, everybody's dead. And skip, hop, jump to the next. Mab, you're up. There's a crow. Get that first and foremost, make sure you grab the extra sigils. Whee! She had a snowball chucked at her. Happy days. Let's cast our Obsidian Axis. Job done. It's got a funny thing, that troop. I love the little things like that in this game. Like you got a snowball chucked at you and you ended up frozen. I've jumped forward a little bit to the slightly more difficult levels. Still going to be really straightforward though. The combination of being able to cast your Obsidian Axes and your Charltons are going to make absolutely short work of these levels. I didn't see that form match at the bottom there. Wasn't really looking, to be fair. But you can always cast your Glowing Core at the start if you want to. Always good to get those status effects. Charge up the team. Bash them out of there really quickly. This is going to be a really fast, easy one with this team. Definitely. Quite often with Charlton teams, you'll often see her in first place because she's often in all brown teams and you want to make sure she gets first dibs on brown. But you don't need her in first place in this team, which makes it super tanky because every single time we get brown with this, we get a barrier and it keeps Charlton safe at the same time. And when you cast your Glowing Core, you get status effects for absolutely everybody. Really, really cool. And just wipe through the opposition. You notice there's some freeze effects going on in my team. That's why it's good to have some Orpheus medals on during this event. If you do get frozen, it's nice to be able to have a better chance of shaking off those freeze effects. So if you put on nicer medals, you are going to boost up the damage of your Obsidiaxes and Charlestonnies, but if you get frozen often, then you're going to get absolutely, literally frozen in your tracks. And it's going to slow the team down. Nice and easy, take it easy. If you see those gargoyle gems there and you want to take advantage of them, you can cast your weapon and pick up those evil gargoyle gems at the same time. Right, let's cast out just for fun then, get some status effects and give the enemy all those status effects. Look, really cool. So we've got evil status effects on the enemy because of the gargoyle gems, and we get good status effects because of the way the weapon works. Don't really need them yet, it's just interesting to show how it works, but really useful if you're a newer player. I don't have to worry about these kind of stages yet, but I do remember the days when these sort of things, I had to be really careful on how I was casting stuff, because a couple of hits from the enemy and it could be good night for some of my team, and you don't want that. Let's grab some brown. Let's go Charlestonny. Could have cast it on a King Highforge then, but I know that I'm going to get 2 casts of Obsidiaxes and the enemy is going to be dead. Right, let's just do one more. Mab. I chose you. Oh, we got a battle ravens. We do have 2 more. Right, let's I'll chuck a snowball back at him just for having the cheek to chuck one at me earlier. Oh, he thinks he's going to chuck another one. He did! He's got it in for Charleston. Keeps chucking snowballs at her. Had a bit of sunshine. Poor Charleston, he keeps getting smashed in the face by snowballs. Right, last one. I'm just going to do this the last one. Hindler Frostcrown. There's a nice brown match there. Yeah, chuck it on her because she has a summon. And it doesn't really matter because they're bish-boshed out of it. Right, I think that'll do. A very straightforward, easy team to use for this. Grab your rewards at the end. Pretty nifty stuff, some of it, especially the gems or gold, XP. If you need to get this to level 100 still, all very useful indeed. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.